And let's say if I ask you, are you aware of this moment? Are you aware of anything? And let's say you answer, I am. I'm aware. Who else could be aware? I am aware. Can you be aware of that thought in your head saying, I am aware? So it's gone behind everything, including being aware of your thoughts. So it's not just your mental or thought answer. It's, can you be also aware of that thought? Yeah, so it's aware of everything. So it's dipping into the stillness. If somebody says to me, I don't love myself, and then I say, who doesn't love yourself? And they say, like, I don't, like I can't love myself anymore. Okay, can you be aware of those thoughts that just happened in your head? The thoughts, I don't love myself. Right now, can you be aware of any thoughts happening in your head? Still presence, aware. Let's say right now, okay, I'm gonna have a thought in my head. I don't love myself. I spoke the thought. What does that thought mean unless I kind of believe it? It's nothing. It's like seeing this piece of rock or the beautiful tree. It doesn't really mean anything to me unless I start giving it a whole lot of attention and repeating the thought over and over again. I don't love myself, I don't love myself, I don't love myself. Then I have this idea that I don't love myself. And then I tell people in life I don't love myself. But all it is a thought that you're not aware of really, that you're giving too much attention. It's the same as like, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. It's a thought you're giving too much attention to, too much focus and attention. Just be here, present now. Are you aware of that thought? Wow, yeah, I become aware of the thought, and then I become aware of how it makes me feel emotionally, and now I can shift to new thoughts, and I'm no longer controlled by those thoughts anymore. So the thought, I don't love myself, or I can't do this. Who is the self that you don't love? And who is the I that can't do this? Yeah, that they are the conditioned idea of who you think you are. So if you say, I don't love myself. First of all, the I that's not loving, it's a fake I. It's the idea of who you are. It's not the still experience now that's aware of anything. That's not the I that can't love the other self. The I that cannot love myself is the personality idea of who you think you are, the false sense of who you are, the ego, the image, the concept of who you think you are, that you made up for yourself from your conditioning, your mental thought processes alone. And your thought processes aren't who you are anyway. So who you aren't, your thoughts made up an idea of another you, made up an idea of who you are. And at the same time, you're kind of thinking you are the thoughts. It doesn't matter if you didn't follow that. It's a little bit complicated. I'm not even sure if I followed it completely now anymore, but it's not important. To this moment now, where we are right now, what's important is don't be taking thoughts too seriously necessarily. They're the greatest power. They can be the greatest power, but they can also be the greatest hindrance to simple self-realization in this moment, the simple way. So if you have any thoughts like I don't love myself, just simply become aware of, ask yourself, who's aware of these thoughts? Am I aware of these thoughts? And change your thoughts and start practicing loving yourself. Little by little. Practice new thoughts of lovingness and care and kindness. And start practicing new actions of care and kindness too. I don't love myself. That's just a thought. It means nothing. In this moment alone, what does it mean if I think that I don't love myself? I just think it's a crazy thought. I don't pay any attention to it whatsoever. Like, it's just a silly thought that happens to come into my mind that I've been conditioned to think. I haven't personally, but other people have. But It's just a thought that you're giving too much attention and importance to. And it's repeating in your head too often. So just become aware it's repeating in your head and drop it. It'll drop by itself, sorry. You don't have to do anything to drop it. Just become aware and it'll drop by itself. And then you can just casually, happily think new thoughts. So don't forget, don't love yourself. Here's my bus. All it is, thoughts about who you are, is thinking you don't love, other thoughts about who you think you are, and none of those ideas of who you are really are real or exist. So thanks, have a nice day.